Hi there and welcome back. Can you believe it is day 4? Today we've got some new exercises, a couple of progressions on from what we've already done. So without further ado, let's warm up in standing, again using our balance as a way to get warmed up. We'll begin by warming up the ankles and the feet. So I want you to lift your right arm overhead and then lift the left heel off the floor. And then from here, as we bring the heel and the arm down, we switch to the other side. So we're sort of scissoring the change from side to side. Press up nice and high through the feet so we get that movement all the way through the ankles and the feet, and push into the shoulders with the arms. So again, we're getting a bit of a stretch into the shoulders, warming up through the body nicely. Good, well done. So we're just going to take a few more. Good, well done. And then we're going to bring everything back down to the start position. And we're just going to bring the shoulder blades down, open the chest, hold the body nice and tall. And again, feet under the hips as we start with our balance work. We're going to bring the right knee forwards, arms are going to come up, and we're going to step it down. So we've been working on this the last few days, this little single knee march, just getting used to that standing leg, working on its own each time we bring the opposite leg up. And then yesterday we added in a little hip rotation. So let's bring that back in. So come up with the right knee, flex the foot, take the knee out to the side, come all the way back, lower down. And again, the same to the other side. Open up and back. Good. One more to each side. And then we're going to add to this movement. Good. Well done. Left knee. Good. Now we're going to come back with the right knee. We're going to take our hip rotation. We're going to come back, and then from here, we're going to lift the left arm up. Now this is where it gets a bit tricky. We're going to hinge forwards from the hips and bring the left hand across the body. And you're going to bring it so it's parallel to your left knee. And then we lift all the way up and we lower down. It's quite tricky, this. So again, left knee, we lift. We take it out to the side. We come all the way back, and again, this time the right arm comes up. Again, we hinge forwards, and we bring the hand across. We lift all the way up, and then we lower down. Let's give that one a go again on each side. So again, take your hip rotation, come all the way back, lift the left arm up, hinge forwards, hand to the inside of the knee, come all the way up, happens to the best of us, lower down, and again, left knee we lift, take the knee out to the side, again, come all the way back, lift the right arm up, and again, we're going to come down, lift all the way up, and bring everything back to the mat. Don't worry if you found that really difficult. It is quite a tricky movement, that, but it's one worth practicing if you can. Now we're going to come to the back of the mat. We're going to bring ourselves down. So sit your hips back into a bit of a squat. The chest is going to come down over the thighs, and then we're going to roll all the way out into a tabletop position. From here, we're going to drop down onto the left forearm. So the elbow is under the shoulder, but the right hand is on the mat. And then you're going to take your right leg back so it's straight. Now from here, we take a breath in, and on the out breath, we're going to lift the left leg up nice and straight, and then on the in breath, we lower down. So as you kick that leg up, I want you to squeeze your bum cheek, so you can feel that tension running through the glutes. Your eyes are looking down, at the mat. Try not to look at the knees. Keep the neck nice and long. Now, if this is quite manageable and you fancy a bit more of a challenge, you can take the leg across the left leg, and then you come all the way back and back down to tap. So you lift, take it across the left leg, tap to the floor, and then back down. Now we want to keep the trunk of the body still, so it's just the hip that's moving. So the core's working to stabilize the upper body, and then we're mobilizing the hip. And then your final option here, final progression option, is to take the leg out to the side. So we end up doing a bit of a semicircle with the foot. Now, of course, this weight of your leg going from side to side is going to challenge your core. You may also feel this in the glutes of your left leg. We're going to take 2 more. Good, well done. And then we're going to bring the knee in and you're going to sit back. So just take a little rest here. You can either have the arms long or you can bring your forearms down on the mat, whichever you prefer. Now from here, we're going to come down onto our front. We're going to give the arms a rest before we do the other side. So you're going to come down onto your tummy and you're going to rest your hands in front of you and then your head on your hands. We're going to focus on the legs first of all. We're going to take a breath in. On the out breath, we're going to lengthen the right leg. Now we lengthen the leg rather than lift. So it's about trying to make the spine longer. Keep the hip bone down and point the toes, flex all the muscles in the legs. On the in breath, we lower down and then we do exactly the same to the left side. Keep the forehead down on your hands, relax the upper body. So almost imagining that each time you lengthen that leg, you're trying to make it longer than the other leg. This is level 1. Level 2, we can add in a bit of upper body. So if you're lengthening your left leg, slide your right arm out from underneath your head and lift it up, palm facing in. Come all the way back. And then as you lengthen the right leg, take the left arm out, lift, and then lower down. So here we're working the shoulders, the hips, and the back. So this is level 2. Level 3, we would take both arms out. And then we would lengthen opposite arm, opposite leg. Try and avoid bending the elbow. So as you lengthen here, keep the eyes looking down. Your forehead is lifted off the mat, your neck is long. And we're lengthening from the shoulder and the hip. Breathing out to lengthen, breathing in to lower back down. We're going to take 1 more round. And then once you've finished, we bring ourselves back into a tabletop position. And we take a stretch here. So cat stretch. So take a breath in. And then on your out breath, squeeze the tailbone under, roll all the way up, tuck the chin in. And on your in breath, we release. And again, tailbone under, rolling all the way up. And again, on your in breath, we release. So from here, we're going to come down onto the right forearm this time. Left hand on the mat, right elbow under your shoulder. And we're going to slide the left leg back. Again, we take a breath in here. And then on the out breath, we point the toes, flex all the muscles. We lift the leg up. In breath, we lower down. So squeezing into the glutes as we push that leg up. So this is your level 1. If you remember from the other side, level 2, we take the left leg across the right and then we bring it back. So you're lifting it up as high as you can, tapping it across and then coming back down, but keeping the trunk of the body still so we're not swaying through the trunk of the body. Good, now your level 3, we would take it from across the right leg to the side. So again, you're making a semicircle from the hip, lifting, tapping out to the side, and coming all the way back, keeping the movement big, but controlled. We're going to take 2 more. Good, well done. And then from here, we're going to bring the knees in, and again, we're going to take a child's pose stretch. So pushing back, down, tailbone towards the heels, relax it down. Good, and then from here, we're going to come over onto our right hand side. So this exercise is going to work the core and also the spine. We're going to begin on the forearm. Again, we've got the elbow under the shoulder. The knees are forwards and the heels are back in line with the bottom. We're going to take the left arm up. We take a breath in, lifting out of the waist, and then on the out breath, we're going to push the left arm through the gap. And on the in breath, we open up the chest. So again, on the out breath, we push, and on the in breath, we open. This is your level 1. Level 2, as the hand comes down, we lift the hips. And then as we lower the hips nice and slow, we take the arm up. This is your level 2. Your level 3, we keep the hips lifted. So we send the arm underneath and we open up. So we just stay up here on the knees, keeping the hips lifted, challenging your core. Good, well done. We're going to take 1 more. Good, well done. Bring those hips back down onto the mat. And if the right shoulder feels a little bit sore, just come up and give it a little loosen off. We're going to repeat exactly the same exercise on the left-hand side. So bring yourself over. And again, we're going to come down onto the elbow under the shoulder. Again, we've got the right arm up towards the ceiling. The knees are forwards, heels are back. We take a breath in. And then as we breathe out, we push the arm underneath. On the in breath, we open the chest. Level 1. Level 2, as you push the arm underneath, you lift the hips away from the mat. And then as you lower the hips, you open up the arm. This is your level 2. And then your level 3, we keep the hips lifted. And we just send the arm underneath. And then we bring the arm up, challenging the mobility of the spine and of course the core as we're twisting through the trunk of the body. Good, well done. We've got 1 more. Good, well done. Bring the hips back down. And again, from here, if that left shoulder is feeling a little bit achy, just give it a little circle up. Good. Well done. I hope you enjoyed the session today. We introduced you to a couple of new exercises and we progressed our balance work. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for day 5.